Hey, and welcome to Drive Time with Robin and African Payment Solutions. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Today I'm going to talk about online payments in South Africa, and particularly the Project Khokha, which was the Central Bank Digital Currency experiment pilot taken by South African Reserve Bank and Consensys. So yeah, I think central bank digital currencies are going to become a big thing in the not too distant future. It's just governments are wrestling with it at the moment because they are very conservative and a bit paranoid probably about what this digital currency thing is going to do to the world and to their control of finances in their countries. So anyway, yeah, particularly in Africa, I think central bank digital currencies are going to be a way to bring the population onto the digital financial network. Even though it's not your libertarian thing, it probably is a good thing in the long run, while we bridge the gap between fiat kind of controlled systems and permissionless systems into the future. So the South African Reserve Bank Project Khokha was done with Consensys, which is Ethereum's leading accelerator. And it was an experiment to contribute to the global initiatives, assessing the application and use cases of distributed ledger technology. It was done in collaboration with the South African banking community. I think there were 7 banks involved. And the pilot was done with the help of Consensys, who've done this for a couple of governments around, or a few governments around the world. And they are, Consensys is, for those who don't know, is a full stack global blockchain company and the world's leading Ethereum accelerator. So the project showed that the typical daily volume of South African payment system could be processed in less than 2 hours with full confidentiality of transactions. So that was a record time for the payment system. And interbank fund transfer was done kind of in a confidential manner using range proofs, and it achieved a combination of scalability, resilience, and confidentiality and finality. So that was a major achievement for the South African Reserve Bank and for the project as a whole. So the aim of Project Khokha wasn't to replace the existing system at South African Reserve Bank, the existing interbank settlement system, but to just evaluate the use case of distributed ledger technology in a wholesale payments kind of interbank settlement area of South African Reserve Bank. So the success of Project Khokha was compounded by the potential to apply its learnings to future blockchain and banking initiatives. And SARB, the South African Reserve Bank, has joined banks around the world to collaborate and leverage emerging technology to find innovative solutions to the payment systems, or the government payment systems. So I think that was very successful. I haven't heard anything further since the project, but I'm off to Blockchain Africa today for a couple of days, the biggest blockchain conference in Africa, and so I'm sure there'll be an update on that for us there. So yes, that's all from me today. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight into the future of online payments. But let's go back to reality. It's cards and mobile money across Africa. It's predominantly card in South Africa and Nigeria, and M-Pesa in Kenya, although there's still a lot of cards in Kenya. So if you want to be able to get paid at the checkout as a multinational e-commerce company expanding across the continent, please go to africanpaymentsolutions.com, send us a note there, and we will see how we can get you paid at the checkout. Well, that's all from me today. I probably won't be doing drive time tomorrow because I'll be at the conference, but I'm sure I'll find some time to do another update for you. And I'm sure there's going to be some fascinating insights from that. Africa is a real hotbed for digital currency expansion, and I think there's going to be a much higher level of adoption across Africa than the rest of the world, because there's a real need. So we'll be there finding out the latest and greatest and sharing our insights with the blockchain community. Have a fantastic day. I'll chat to you tomorrow.